I'm excited. That's one of the reasons why I came back. I like to feel the love of the fan, the adrenaline, and it's a serious competition, and I'm excited for it.
What got you over the hump? Because I know this has been kind of talked about for a long time. You teased, maybe I'll grapple. I definitely won't fight, but maybe I'll grapple. So finally you said, yep, I'm in. Let's do this. What got you over?
Well, a few months ago actually, I had a meeting with some of the staff of UFC, and they told me that it were interesting to take over submission wrestling, professional submission wrestling, jiu-jitsu. And I know for a fact that it is a sport that is more accessible. It's accessible to a wider range of people than mixed martial art due to the risk of injuries. And I love martial art, and I'm in a position now. I'm 42 years old. I'm not the same man that I was when I was competing. When I was competing in mixed martial art, I wanted to be the strongest man in the world. That was my priority. Now it's no longer my priority. But I still like to train for a competition, and I think it's perfectly fitted for me.
I love it. Last thing for me, you look leaner now than you did when you were fighting. So I mean, like, what weight do you think that you'll compete at? And are you looking for guys your size? Are you willing to take on some of these monsters?
I think I could compete at 170 still. I never been a big fan of big weight cut. I am the same in terms of muscle mass and everything. I just lose a lot of water retention because I've been doing fasting. When I retired, I was suffering from a condition of ulcer colitis. Then I discovered fasting. I was on heavy medication back then. Now I got rid of all my symptoms and I feel great. I'm very healthy, and I'm blessed to be here with you guys.
George, a lot of
You
people.
said that you missed the competition and you're really excited to get that back. But is there a concern of yours internally that once you get back, suddenly jiu-jitsu might not be enough, and you think, oh, I really miss the competition, but I miss the big arenas. Get you back in there.
Well, my goal, guys, is to take this sport and bring it into a big arena. This is my goal. That's why I came here, to help promote the sport, promote this event that will be hosted here in December 14, and that's my goal. I wanted to make this sport an Olympic event, like it was in ancient Greek, and I believe it could be done. I believe it could be done, and there's different kind of competitor in this kind of event. There's guys that are competing like Gordon Ryan, Giancarlo, to be the best in the world, best in grappling. I'm 42 years old. My physical prime, I might have passed my physical prime, but my knowledge keep increasing. I'm realistic when I talk about it, but I still love the kick of competition, and I believe if I compete against another fighter that is from the UFC or former fighter, that would be best for the organization, for the audience, for my fans, for his fans, whoever it is, and I think that's how I will serve this the best.
That leads right perfectly into my next question. So you think a former fighter is the one you want to put? Maybe three names, like might you rank them in order of which one you would find most attractive to compete against in submission grappling? Khabib Nurmagomedov, Mario Usman, or Anderson Silva?
They are all very attractive, but everybody has a different agenda. Some are training for upcoming title fights. Some are maybe too heavy. Some are too light. Some just retired and don't want to have nothing to do with competition. I received a list from UFC today, and we're gonna check and look who's available, and we're gonna take a decision with the UFC and with my people to make sure we go up against someone they think that the people want to see me to compete against.
Are any of my names on that list? Do you know?
I'm sorry?
Are any of the names I just said on that list?
Yes.
A lot of people seem to say, oh, I see Khabib training. He's looking like he's getting ready for something. That was the fight that got away for you in MMA. Would that be the ultimate one, you think?
It could be. It could be. There's a lot of other potential interesting matchup, but it could be. Everybody has a different agenda, a different schedule, and we'll see. Yeah. Khabib was not on the name on the list, but you know, I have to make sure to see who's available.
And now that he knows your name's on the list, he might be on the list.
Yeah, that's the thing. My goal is to bring this event to a much bigger event, and I'm here to promote it. I will do the best as I can, and maybe once it started, some guys will look at it and say, "Hey, I want to be part of it as well." So it's fun.
George, you fought on the UFC's 20th anniversary card. This year is its 30th anniversary. Where do you think the sport will be at the 40th anniversary?
UFC?
Yeah.
Well, it's worldwide already. It's huge. It's gonna keep growing. It's gonna keep growing. I mean, it's gonna be. You know, in some culture, mixed martial art fighter are the most popular athlete. You know what I mean? When there's a certain place in the world, and when we walk somewhere, like we're bigger than any other athlete. So I think it's just gonna keep be more popular and more popular. You know, in terms of viewership.
And just wanted to know what you think of the welterweight champion right now, Leon Edwards, and a lot of debate about who is the best welterweight. You know, he beat Kamaru twice, but he's going to fight Colby. What do you just think of the welterweight division in Leon right now?
Well, he did an amazing performance. I had time. I spent time with him when I was in England. We had a great time together. I talked to him. He's very smart. What makes a great champion? It's not only physical. It's very mental. And I had a chance to talk to him. He's very, very smart guy, and when you talk to people, sometimes you realize why they're successful. He's very smart, and his head is at the right place, and I'm sure it's only the beginning for him.
Who wins, Zuckerberg or Elon Musk?
I don't know who will win. You know what I mean? It's a good question. I don't know if this fight will happen.
Would you like to see it?
I'm curious as a fan, but if I speak with my heart, I think a man like Elon is extremely busy, for example. And I know Mr. Zuckerberg is probably extremely busy as well. Most of Elon's time is spent on working on things that change the fate of humanity. Therefore, I think they have more important things to do than taking some of their time and get ready for a cage fight. I know it's like dropping a cold shower on you guys, but that's what I really believe. I could be lying and try to gain some some attraction and say, yeah, I want this fight, but that's what I really believe. In the depth of my heart, I hope it gets resolved in a different way.
What about a grappling match or a slap fight? That would take less
Oh
time.
God, it's a brain damage. We don't want to damage his brain. We want him to keep working. He can change the fate. He's changing the fate of humanity. These kinds of men are too rare. You know, you cannot waste that opportunity that he has. He can make a leap of increase in terms of technology. He can give us a leap of 100 years old. You know, like this. You know, so we need him. You know,
Elon Musk out Jeff Bezos in.
the same thing. You know, the same thing. I mean, ultimately it's his decision. I told Elon that if he needs my help, and I will be there to help him the best as I can.